Hello everyone and welcome to another Getting Stuff Painted, my bi-weekly-ish update on some things I've been painting for the studio armies for the various games that we play here. And I hope you're all staying inside, staying safe, doing the social distancing. It makes a difference. Yes, it sucks if you want to get out to your local gaming store to play a game and you can't because they're closed, taking precautions, etc. But that doesn't mean that there's nothing you can do involving the hobby. There's obviously a lot of assembling and painting. And hopefully this will help encourage you as well to get that done. If you want to show me what you've been painting, by all means tag me on Twitter and I will have a look. Don't always react to every single thing I get sent, but I will see it. And if that helps encourage you to get some stuff painted, then that's the bright side of everything that's going on right now. So today, quite a few models compared to the last couple we've done. We've got, what have we got here, 8, 9, 10 miniatures. It's only across 2 games this time though, but I've kind of stuck within certain boundaries because I wanted to get certain things done for some filming up ahead. So, well, that and obviously with the post being as it is right now, some miniatures I'm waiting on, like the Guardians of the Galaxy for Crisis Protocol, they're just, who knows at this point, who knows. So, we've got a bunch of miniatures from Fallout Wasteland Warfare on the left, and then a bunch of miniatures from Marvel Universe on the right. So let's start on the left. I'm so inclined because I'm left-handed. So, with the finishing this batch, I believe that's enough miniatures to do another scenario for Wasteland Warfare. So we'll be seeing the robot faction, and to that end, we have to be seeing Assaultrons. So this is an Assaultron done in a bad and black contrast. The stereotypical look, most of the Assaultrons you see are going to be that kind of colour, although there are others. Like, for instance, in the Nuka World DLC, I think there were bright red Assaultrons. So yeah, again, Modifius, whatever resin they use, it just does not sit well with contrast, but if you persist, it will work. Other than that, dry brushing of Leadbelcher Silver, a little bit of Blood Angels Red for the laser. The other one I tried to be a bit more adventurous with because of the pose it's in. You'll know this pose if you played the game. It's when the Assaultrons are preparing their death beam. Also, I used Militarum Green for this one, so it's a military colour rather than the stealth ones. Not sure how well it's getting picked up, but try to make it look like it was preparing its bright beam. Am I doing something weird with the lighting again? I feel like that looks okay. I moved to this side slightly, so I think we can work with that. So I used a little bit of Blood Angels Red contrast once it had all dried, just to kind of imply that it's charging its gigantic laser beam. And I think it turned out okay. I think the black looks better to me than the Militarum Green. But either way. So now we have 2 sentry turrets, or sorry, machine gun turrets, done very similarly to the Protectron that we saw in the last update. So this is the Playbearer Flesh contrast with Agraxor shade over the top, Leadbelcher Silver, and then just Basilicanum Grey for the base in this one, and a little bit of wood. I actually see a bit where the contrast has not pulled at all, and it is still the resin. Yep, that's going to annoy me. Sorry, I was holding it closer to me than the camera there. I don't want to show that part now, so I will fix it after this. It's frustrating. That's, again, it was thoroughly washed, it was thoroughly based. Contrast just does not apply well to Modifius resin for whatever reason. The other turret was done in the exact same colour for consistency's sake, but it's on like a wooden hardboard floor, whatever that is. I like the design of the turrets in Fallout, much like the Protectrons. Assaultrons I'm not too keen on, honestly. Would prefer like a Robo-Brain or well, Sentry Bot as well. Sentry Bots are awesome looking. But the turrets, they're nice. It came with a couple of laser turrets as well. Haven't done those yet. I'm not as keen on the laser turret design just in general. But the basic turrets, as much as they're a bane of your existence in the Fallout games with them, like Fallout 76, Fallout 4, etc., they're fun to look at, even if they're not fun to fight. So last but not least, the mascot of the Nuka Cola company. Please get in focus. I'm trying not to use my other hand because I think that blocks the light a little bit. There we go. That is Nuka Girl, the poster child of Nuka Cola, but she is also a playable character in Fallout Wasteland Warfare. She's using the Thirst Quencher gun that you can get in the Nuka World DLC. That's where you can get this costume as well, if I remember rightly. I think I remember wearing it on my character to amuse my chat, my mill character. Anyway, so she's fun. I like her base. She's got like a stop sign there. And within game terms, she's very lucky, even if she's not a leader, and once per game she can test agility, I think it is. Maybe it's not agility. She can test one of her stats, and just utterly negate the damage. So if she ever gets a really nasty hit in, it can be negated. Only once per game though, but still, it's to exemplify her luck. So she'll be appearing as well in the next Wasteland Warfare battle when I record it, which will hopefully be quite soon. For whatever reason, I keep on putting off recording Wasteland Warfare, and then when I actually play it, it's like, oh wow, this is fun, and it works really well as an AI game. So anyway, that's it for Wasteland Warfare. Probably won't be as much Wasteland Warfare stuff next check-in, just to give it a bit of a break, because again, it is a struggle to work with contrast paint with them. So, bunch of miniatures from Night Models Marvel Universe. A few of them are done just because they were quick and cheerful and, you know, very easy to do. Like for instance, terribly proportioned in my opinion. Utterly terribly proportioned, but again, that's just my opinion. We have Black Widow, so that's just, again, it's a Black Templar contrast. I used normal gold on her just to save the cleanup. Griffhound orange for the hair. Agrax over the top, and again, super simple. I do not like the model at all. It's just ridiculously proportioned. Probably true to a comic at some point, but that doesn't fly in 2020, in my opinion anyway. A little bit better, we have Jean Grey in her classic costume. Please focus. There we are. Looking a little bit lion-o at that distance, but still. Not super happy with how this one turned out, but the model was also just an absolute pain to put together. Just was not smooth. Same colour for the hair as Natasha, but we've got Yandin yellow for kind of like the suit, and then Talisar blue for the highlights, Blood Angels red, and a black over the top for her X-Men icon in the middle there. It looks okay. I like, again, at that kind of distance it's okay, but you can kind of tell this leg did not like attach correctly. It's smooth-ish, it just didn't attach correctly, and because I was using contrast it then pulled weirdly, so it kind of looks like, I don't know, she's like wounded her leg or something. So it could have been better, but not bad, not bad. For a little miniature. Next, let's do Star-Lord, and we'll work up to the two I'm actually happy with. Star-Lord came out okay. I don't have the right type of red for like the Cinematic Universe's jacket, and this is going to be a problem when I paint the Crisis Protocol one as well. This is kind of a test run for that, honestly. But other than that, it's close enough, I think. So it's not bad. This goes into the not bad category rather than the I'm actually kind of happy with that. His element gun I could have done more detail on rather than just have silver with a wash, but I'm not sure canonically what colour they're supposed to be. So either way, the last two I am happy with how they turned out. So first of all we have Ares, God of War, one of the Dark Avengers until he was pulled apart. Friend of Thor and other gods, wielding his, oh, that's the Axe of Zeus, I think it is. He's fun, he's just a brawler in the game, but he's got a neat costume. He kind of, it's a very weird design for a god, if you, like, especially if you compare him to how Ares from like DC looks now and then. Very, very different style, if nothing else. Got a Centurion helmet. I like the contrast of colours, pardon the pun, because he's painted in contrast, but I like the contrast of colours on him for whatever reason. Just, it sits well with me. I like his pose as well. Just, he's observing war unfolding. And then last but not least, from this distance it might look like Spider-Man, honestly, if Spider-Man had an Iron Man suit that wasn't Iron Spider. But this is Iron Patriot, otherwise known as Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, when he was leader of the Dark Avengers, until being dethroned for being a big crazy. I really like his Iron Man suit. I like his colours better. I may be biased because of the blue, but I like his colours better than Tony Stark's usual suits. Pose is kind of fun. His stats on the game are absolutely terrible, but, you know. So that is Talisar blue contrast, that is Blood Angels red contrast. Actually, maybe it was Flesh Tear red. I can't, no, I think it was Blood Angels red. A little bit of dry brushing of silver over the top to make it look like a little bit battle damaged metal. And some aethermatic blue on his hands to make it look like he's readying his repulsor blasts. It did do that on the eyes as well, but when the wash was applied over the top, kind of it diluted the eye colour, so you can't really tell. But I like the miniature. Wish he was a bit better looking on the table. Just doesn't have enough power for what he wants to do, and he has to test to see if he loses power every activation because of being the Green Goblin and being a little bit crazy. But yeah, I like how that one came out. And in general, I'm glad I got a bunch of stuff done. It's a perfect time to be looking for a distraction, and painting is exactly that. It's a very relaxing, peaceful thing to be doing. Let's put Nuka Girl. Look, this is my OCD kicking in here. There. Now it looks neat and tidy. So what can we expect to see next time? Well, if my Crisis Protocol miniatures arrive, I wouldn't hold your breath on it though. If they did, we'll see those. I am actually currently in the process of painting up the Hulkbuster. I did say I might do a video on it. I decided not to because it is so heavy and so delicately attached to the base that I worry that if I was turning it all upside down, etc., like holding it in front of the camera during the painting, I'd drop it and it would break into pieces. So I don't want to take that risk, but we will at least have that to show off as far as a big thing for next time. Still got a Batman batch of miniatures, waiting on some arriving actually. I might talk about that more in the future depending on how my conversations with Night Models' customer service goes, because I got a big box from them expecting, oh, here's my order of the Birds of Prey stuff. It had one tiny blister pack in it, no receipt and nothing else. So I'm currently trying to chase up where the bleep my order is. Anyway, let's call things here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, get painting, stay safe at home, and there'll be more to come in the future. Thank you for watching. Ta-ta for now.